guys, it's Inkeater, and tonight for Vinyl and Music News, I thought we would talk about the fact that South Florida has a rock station, or rather an alternative rock station, but it's cool nevertheless. I'm completely stoked because for once, Clear Channel doesn't own the station, and it's actually a company called Entercom, and I'm like, yay! Fingers crossed though that it just doesn't turn into a reggaeton station in like about 2 weeks. Anyway, that's a whole other rant to itself. That happened once actually. Anyway, moving on from that, I'm utterly excited. While there's a lot of skepticism behind it, and they're not completely playing alternative rock. Yeah, and Rome wasn't built in a day. I'm kind of on the open side of, hey, they're getting a feel for things. They just did this overnight, because like literally, if you were looking for your sports on 104.3, you encountered a rock station, you were like, what the fuck? I couldn't have been the only one because we were driving in the car, we turned it on to listen to what was going to be it was the Dolphins, right, Zombie? We were sitting there, we were listening in for the Dolphins and wanting to know more about the Dolphins game, and Zombie and He-Man went ballistic in the car, and it wasn't pretty. We almost got into a car accident, but crisis averted, we're still here, we're alive, and obviously he's still kicking. So to me, it was just a shocker. It was like, whoa, this happened overnight, and it was kind of crazy because there hasn't really been talk on the sports radio station about it, or on the radio station, the rock station they just created, but then again, it just got created. And so I can only imagine it had to do with money, and someone paid a lot of money to get something done. I found an article or a press release from the company Entercom, who owns the radio station, and they stated something to the effect that they'd done a lot of research, and people in South Florida really wanted a modern alternative rock station because it doesn't exist. And that kind of explains why I never realized there was a void that was there, but this radio station has kind of filled that void of all that music that I used to like to listen to growing up, and some new stuff that I haven't really heard or I didn't really know of, and it's awesome. I'm just going on it for the ride. I'm convinced it's going to get better and better and better as time goes on. I mean, they just started Saturday. You know, give them a little breathing room. I mean, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Wow, they've only been in operation for like 2-3 days now. That's pretty insane. And on another note, I wanted to recommend a book. Don't normally do this, but the book is related to music in some way. Hip-hop. I recently became a fan of this comedy show called Fresh Off the Boat, and I was really intrigued by the whole story, and then I came to find out, oh, it's based off this book, and I started reading the book, and the book is just nothing like the TV show, and the book is 10 times more better than the TV show because it's like the real nitty-gritty, what it's like to be half one culture, half the other culture, and just growing up in America, and how you really don't fit in. And it was just the epitome of awesome because it was about sitting there finding yourself, owning it, and breaking all the rules. And that's what the book was in a nutshell. But what I found really intriguing was how he talked about hip-hop, and he basically related it to his life and how it made him feel, or how it empowered him. And I think it's kind of interesting and amazing how music can do that. And granted, the book is kind of labeled as like a foodie book because obviously the author, I believe, is a chef of Bauhaus. He also does a series on the YouTube channel called Munchies. I think it's called Wayne's World. It's an awesome read. It's definitely, I don't know, I like the point of view of it was just to sit there and show you, you know, you don't have to follow the rules. You can break the rules, you can bend them, and you can make your own way and do your own thing. And it's one of those really inspiring stories that just doesn't sugarcoat it and doesn't cut any of the shit out. And I rather enjoyed it, and I thought some people that are interested or love hip-hop would really enjoy it. So if you're watching this and you like hip-hop, you might enjoy this book. I'm gonna, right there, we're gonna leave a link. That's the book cover. The show is kind of cool, but the book is just like raw, and it's nothing in comparison to the book. From what I understand, he sold the rights to the book or the story so that they could develop a TV show sitcom. So he had no real say in it, but it was nevertheless, it was really cool to see a family like that. And so I'm curious, have you guys seen any music documentaries lately, as of recently? I have Netflix, and I kind of want to build up a music documentary queue, and I'm just curious what if you guys have seen any that are really great as of recently. I hope you guys are doing awesome, and I haven't done this in a while, but as always, let me know, what is your favorite song that you're currently listening to, whether it's a song, an album. I would really love to know. That's pretty much it. Bye.
Whatever it is that you believe you're seeing, it's not real.
Seeing things before they happen. Things are not always what they seem in this place. So you can't take anything for granted.